Sure. Here's a 580-word detailed YouTube video script about the 1932 Duesenberg Model J for your channel Car Operation. Welcome back to Car Operation, where we dive into the timeless classics and cutting-edge machines that define automotive excellence. Today, we're taking a close look at one of the most luxurious and iconic cars of the early 20th century, the 1932 Duesenberg Model J. Let's start with the exterior. The 1932 Duesenberg Model J is nothing short of rolling art. This isn't just a car, it's a statement. At over 17 feet long, the Model J was built to impress, with a commanding presence from every angle. The long hood, flowing fenders, and intricate chrome accents were all about elegance and dominance. Each car was a custom creation, with coach builders like Murphy, Durham, and LeBaron designing bodies to match the owner's taste and status. The massive grille, dual-cowl windshields, and side-mounted spare tires gave it a regal yet powerful profile. Whitewall tires, gleaming chrome, and perfectly hand-shaped panels made the Model J look as much at home at a Hollywood premiere as it did on a grand boulevard. Now let's take a look inside. Step into the cabin, and you're greeted by an atmosphere that exudes old-world luxury. The interior was tailor-made to the buyer's preferences. We're talking about hand-stitched leather seats, fine wood trim, and gauges that wouldn't look out of place on an aircraft of the era. Every detail inside the Model J feels intentional, from the ivory steering wheel to the polished chrome accents on the dashboard. The space was generous for the time, especially in the rear, where many owners preferred to be chauffeured. Some versions even included fold-down tables, clocks, and custom upholstery. It wasn't just a car, it was a rolling living room for the elite. Now let's get under the hood. The Duesenberg Model J was ahead of its time in terms of performance. It was powered by a straight -8, 6.9-liter engine producing an impressive 265 horsepower. That kind of power was unheard of in the early 1930s, putting the Model J in a league of its own. It could reach a top speed of over 115 miles per hour, and go from 0 to 60 in under 10 seconds, staggering for a car of its size and era. In fact, it was the fastest American production car at the time, and even rivaled many European sports cars. This wasn't just a luxury cruiser, it was a performance beast wrapped in elegance. Duesenberg engineers borrowed technology from their racing heritage, including dual overhead cams and 4 valves per cylinder, features decades ahead of their time. Of course, all of this came at a price. Back in 1932, a Duesenberg Model J cost between $13,000 to $19,000, depending on the custom bodywork, equivalent to over $250,000 today. And that's without factoring in inflation-adjusted exclusivity. This was a car meant for the world's elite, actors, industrialists, and royalty. Names like Clark Gable, Greta Garbo, and even European kings were among its owners. Today, if you want to get your hands on a pristine Model J, expect to pay anywhere from $1.5 million to over $3 million, depending on condition, history, and coachwork. The Duesenberg Model J wasn't just a car, it was a symbol. A symbol of American innovation, elegance, and engineering might. Even nearly a century later, it remains one of the most admired and valuable collector cars in the world. That's it for today's deep dive into automotive history. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you never miss another episode of Car Operation. See you in the next one. Let me know if you want a version with visual cues for editing or voiceover emphasis.